It's on.
Hello, welcome to Universal Consciousness with Dana Smith. Well, I am stepping out of the box and starting something new. And here with me today is my good friend Brenda Lewis. The reason why I decided to start this platform on Universal Consciousness is because this is a subject that always fascinated me, how the universe works and how it interacts with us. So my first guest today is Brenda Lewis, and I just want to thank you, Brenda, for just saying yes to me and being my friend throughout all of these years. I always had two cheerleaders. One was my mom that always supports me, and you, my very best friend that always says yes to me. So I appreciate you. I really appreciate you doing this with me today.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you very much. And for doing this, this is something that I want to know as well. Oh. So let's jump into it.
Okay. So what are we going to talk about today?
What I would like to know is, what is universal consciousness?
What is universal consciousness? Well, universal consciousness, my understanding of it is it's like a metaphysical concept. It's an entity that's beyond our physical bodies, but it actually interacts with us. It responds to us. And I like to think of it as how they say the universe speaks, listens, and responds to us. Because that's exactly what it does.
That's good. That's good. The universe is speaking to us, answer us when we ask a question.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you know how we always talk about the law of attraction or thoughts are things? Yeah. This is the precepts that's behind how it works. Because the universe, it does what it does. We're the ones that have to learn, study, and understand it, how to work with it to get the desires of the outcome that we want.
Okay. Perfect. Sounds good. So when you say now the universe, we ask the question and it responds by answering us. So for us to be conscious, are we normally conscious of this?
Well, how you become more conscious, I would say, is by meditating and praying. Because when you meditate, you get more in tune with your higher self, your God self. And then you can hear more. And that's when you can be able to interact. Because then you even more know what it is that you want to hold your attention on. And then the universe interacts with you, mirroring back to you what you said you wanted.
So it's basically a mirroring, correct?
Well, so to speak, because that's why I said to have a clear intention, okay? Have a clear intention in your prayer work, in your meditation, and in your thought life, okay? And then it actually manifests what you want. Let's say like you was believing for probably a miracle. Well, you want to be kind of specific, what kind of miracle you want and why do you want it? And that's how it responds to you, giving you in the physical what you said you wanted in the mental.
Okay. So now let's just say the consciousness. We tap into it now by praying, you say, one.
Yes.
Okay. And meditating.
Yes.
So how do we actually meditate then? What are we doing when we meditate to tap into our consciousness?
Well, there's all different types of meditation that's available to us, but basically what meditation is getting still and getting in tune with our higher self. Okay, so that's what it's really doing. And more you in tune with your higher self, the more awareness or the deeper you get into consciousness. You know, it's the expansion of consciousness.
I see.
But now
Okay.
with the meditation, also you can add the visualization after the meditation. Now the visualizing is like more like having something specific in mind that you're holding in thought, you're visualizing for.
Okay.
So yeah, so that also helps in communing what you want to the universe.
Okay. So we're doing visualization, meditation, meditating, praying,
Yes,
all taps into our own consciousness.
absolutely.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now, are people actually aware of their conscious mind?
Well, I think people are becoming more and more aware now because of the more people learn about meditating, hearing more about visualization, and also with the resource that we have now with technology. Okay, because there's a whole lot of people that's sharing information about visualizing for something and about universal consciousness. For instance, a few people that I kind of follow when I get the opportunity is like Bob Proctor, Reverend Michael
Yes.
Beckwith is just the name of
Yes.
a couple of them. Greg Stamper. Yeah, so it's a lot of different information out there, you know,
Okay.
that people just tap into.
Okay. So in the end, with universal consciousness now, are we going to, okay, with this, what are you doing with the universal consciousness here now?
Well, what I'm doing with the universal consciousness is, okay, people normally ask me, how is it I'm always smiling and I'm always in a good mood? Well, that does not happen by accident. I start
Ah,
my day by getting up, giving thanks. I give thanks. I'm very grateful for everything. And then I go into meditation. Okay. And then I set my intention for how I want my day to be. Okay. So
okay.
that way, when I sit before my clients, I owe it to them to be the best person I can be as for myself as well as for them. So I
Okay.
come with the energy and a good frame of mind to do what's before me to do.
Okay. Very good.
And with you
And you
asking me that,
are,
yeah, and
you
with you
are
asking me
very,
that, I also started a while ago, I even started my own experiments, infinite possibility experiments, just seeing how true it is that the universe actually responds to my thoughts.
have you been successful with that?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because the
Good.
reason why I did the experiments, because I wanted to know, was it just luck that some things actually manifested, or is it actually a divine order that I was able to tap into? And I wanted to
Ah,
keep that going.
okay. Very good. I'm
Like,
going to have to follow in your footsteps and do that too.
yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, so I really love the study of universal consciousness and the law of attraction and thoughts of things and just things of that nature. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to just start a discussion about it, to see how many like-minded people want to even join a discussion about universal consciousness.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, I did and do enjoy this conversation about universal consciousness because it's something that I'm looking forward to growing and expanding as well. So just me know when you're planning on doing this and I'll be there.
Well, the intention is, the intention I'm putting out into the universe as we speak is to to do it every Thursday evening,
Okay.
7 p.m. And it's going to be different topics on universal consciousness.
Okay. This is
All right.
great. Excellent.
Well, I thank you so much, and I'll be talking to you soon. And peace and blessings be upon you and your family.
Same to you. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.